In today's class, let us discuss about theory of machines. It is the mechanical engineering subject. In shortcut form, we can write instead of theory T, we can write here of O machines M. TOM also we can write. So before discussing about this subject, what we will study, first take what is machine. So how to define machine? Machine is a device which is taking the available form of energy as input and transforming into some useful work. So example of machines are drilling machine, milling machine, lathe machine, and we can use engines also, IC engines like diesel engine, petrol engine, and then steam engine also we can take the example of machine. So for different purposes we are using the different machines. For drilling hole we are using the drilling machine. For automobile vehicles we are using the diesel engines, petrol engines. As we know, in machines have so many parts, okay, for obtaining the useful work. Those parts we can call it as bodies also. So theory of machine is studying about the relative motion of those parts. Means it is finding the velocity of those parts, as well as it will find how much force is acting on those moving parts. Definition of theory of machines. It is a branch of engineering science which will study about the relative motion of machine parts and then forces on those parts. Okay, that's why this subject is very important for mechanical engineer for designing the machine parts. Okay, in it he will study what are the velocities of those parts and what are the forces acting on those parts. Okay, let us take the classification or subdivisions of theory of machines. Here we can divide into 4 parts: kinematics, dynamics, kinetics, statics. These terms are very important during designing of the machine parts, okay, and as well as for competitive exams also. Okay, what is kinematics? First one, here it is a branch of theory of machines which will study about the relative motion between the various parts of machine. Okay, here it will study only the relative motion, not the forces acting on the body. So in relative motion we are seeing in which direction link is moving and what are the velocities of those links. Okay, those values we can find, okay, in kinematics. Take the next one, dynamics. It is a branch of theory of machines. It will study about the forces and their effects acting on the moving parts in a machine. It will study only the forces and their effect, force effect. Okay, and it is not studying the relative motion. It is not studying about the velocity. It is studying about the forces. Okay, it is called dynamics. Take the third one, kinetics. So the definition is it is a branch of theory of machines which is dealing with inertia forces. So inertia forces will always occur because of combination of mass and motion of the part of a machine. Let us assume one part of a machine is moving, okay, like this. So this force, inertia force, will consider the mass of this element as well as motion, how much velocity it is moving. Both mass and motion effect will give the inertia force. So this kinetics will study about the inertia forces. Okay, always remember for competitive exams also, inertia forces will occur because of the combination effect of mass and motion of the part of a machine. Take the last one, statics. It is the branch of theory of machines. It will study the forces on the machine parts which are in rest. These parts are not moving. Okay, velocity is 0. It has no relative motion. So these parts are at rest. So it will study about the forces on those parts. Okay, if you are taking one static part, it is not moving. What are the forces acting on this part? So it is called statics. In engineering mechanics, we are taking all the elements, all the objects in static condition. Okay, so always remember, static means the parts of the machine are at rest. Okay, so these are the important classifications of theory of machines. In next class we will study about simple mechanisms. In it we will study what is the kinetic link and what are the types of links and what is the difference between structure and machine.